Hello viewers, welcome to JSM. In this lecture, we are going to discuss one of the most important and which is useful in so many cases, that is the mass-mass relationship calculations. In the previous lecture, we have discussed the fundamental concept which is used for the stoichiometric calculations from mole to mass or mass to mole, mole to volume or volume to mole in a simple way, right? Now, in this one, first type of stoichiometric calculation, that is the mass-mass relationship calculations, we are going to discuss. So very important. Okay, let us start with the first problem. How many grams of calcium carbonate is heated to obtain 22 gram of carbon dioxide? This is the problem. See here, generally sometimes they will give the reaction, chemical reaction involved, which is useful for this question, and sometimes they are not giving the reaction, we have to write. So this is one of the most important and commonly used reaction. Okay, so that is when calcium carbonate is heated. Okay, when calcium carbonate is heated, we get calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Remember this reaction, very important. Okay, many times questions are asked related to this equation. Okay, so when calcium carbonate is heated, this will give calcium oxide plus CO2. So here what they are asking, how many grams of calcium carbonate is heated to obtain 22 gram of CO2. Okay, before going to that, so now here first we have to write how many moles of calcium carbonate is heated. 1 mole of calcium carbonate, right? And how many moles of CO2 is formed? Here also 1 mole of CO2 is formed. Yes or no? 1 mole of calcium carbonate is heated. According to the equation, 1 mole of CO2 is formed. See here, they asked how many grams of CaCO3 is heated to get these many grams of CO2. So that's why in the given question, CaO is not involved. So that's why don't consider this one. Forget about this right now. Only we should focus on these two. Okay, right. Now, this is here simple trick here we have is that as per given equation, okay, as per the given equation, 1 mole of CaCO3, 1 mole of CaCO3 is nothing but 100 grams. Okay, so 1 mole of CaCO3 equal to 100 grams. This is the molar mass of calcium carbonate. 40 for the calcium, 12 for the carbon, 52, 3 oxygens, 3 into 16, 48, total 100. Okay, molar mass is 100 gram, giving 44 gram. 1 mole of CO2 is nothing but 44 grams. Okay, carbon 12 grams, 2 oxygens 32. So total 44 gram. So this is as per the given equation. If 100 gram CaCO3 is heated, we are getting 44 gram of CO2. Now, as per the question, okay, next write like this. See, until you get the perfection or as per the given problem. Okay, so to get 22 grams of CO2, we need how many grams of CaCO3? So no, this is the given problem. Simple technique this one. See here, this one. Now what we have to do is that simple do the cross multiplication here. So here 100 into 22, 100 into 22 by 44. So no. So for 100 grams we are getting 44 grams. To get 22 grams, how many grams of CaCO3 is required? So now the answer is here, it is 2 times, this is 50. So that is 50 gram. Okay. So to get 22 gram of CO2, we have to heat 50 gram of calcium carbonate. Okay, very simple. What you have to do is that if they have given the equation, no problem. Otherwise, there are some famous chemical reactions which are generally they won't give in the examination. So we have to write. Remember this reaction, very important. Okay, so first of all, write as per the given equation, how many grams is the reactant, how many grams is the product formed. Okay, according to the equation. Next, as per the given problem, means some data they will provide in the problem. According to that, how many grams is heated or how much is produced, like that. Okay, clear? So let us see some more problems. Now let us see another problem here. How many grams of O2 is obtained when 122.5 gram of KClO3 is heated? Okay, so here what is the problem? How many grams of O2 is obtained when 122.5 gram of KClO3 is heated? See here also the reaction is not provided, for example, so that we have to write ourselves. That is, when 2 moles of KClO3 is heated, we get 2 moles of KCl plus 3 moles of O2. Okay, here I am directly writing the balanced equation. Okay, when 2 moles of KClO3 is heated, 2 moles of KCl plus 3 moles of O2 is formed. Right, now as per equation, so first thing you should do this one. As per equation, 2 moles of, okay, 2 moles of KClO3 is heated and we are getting 3 moles of O2. Okay, so 2 moles is nothing but 2 into the molecular weight of KClO3 is 122.5 gram, that is equal to 245 gram. Okay, so 1 mole of KClO3 molecular weight is this one. We have 2 moles, so 2 into molecular weight of 1 KClO3 molecule. Next here we are getting 3 moles, so 3 into 32 gram, that is equal to 96 gram. Okay, 1 oxygen molecule molecular weight is 32 gram, so 3 moles is present, so 3 into 32, 96 gram. Now as per given problem, as per given problem, so as per given problem, 122.5 gram of KClO3 if heated, how many grams of oxygen is obtained? Okay, yes or no? 122.5 grams of KClO3 is heated, how many grams of oxygen is formed? So what we have to do is that, similar to the previous one, see here, if you observe closely, in the previous question they have given the grams of product formed and ask you to calculate how many grams is heated, and here the amount grams of reactant is given, that is how much is heated, and ask you to calculate how many grams of product is formed. Okay, same procedure. Sometimes they will give the reactant information, ask you to calculate how much product is formed. Sometimes they will give the product information, ask you to calculate the reactant information. Very simple, right? So now here cross multiplication, again 96 into 122.5 by 245. So no, 96 into 122.5 by 245, that is this 2 times 48, so that is 48 gram. Okay, so what is the answer? 48 gram. See, I forgot to mention the answer in the previous question, so that is 50 gram. Okay, we did the answer but I didn't write here. Okay, now let us see one of the most important model problems, very important, this type of model. How many grams of 80% pure marble stone on calcination can give 14 grams of quicklime? Okay, how many grams of 80% pure marble stone on calcination can give 14 grams of quicklime? See here, what is marble stone? Calcium carbonate is also called as marble stone. Okay, calcium carbonate. And what is quicklime? Calcium oxide is also called as quicklime. Okay, again same reaction, but see here, instead of giving calcium carbonate is heated, they are giving that marble stone on calcination is giving quicklime. Like this indirectly also they will give, that's why very important this one. Okay, so now same reaction which we discussed in the first problem. So first what you have to do is that, as per equation, okay, as per the equation, 1 mole, that is nothing but 100 gram of calcium carbonate, and here this is also 1 mole is formed, that is nothing but 56 gram. Okay, 56 gram. 40 plus 16, 56 gram. See, in the first problem, they have given how many grams of CaCO3 is heated to get 22 gram of CO2. Okay, there the CaCO3 and CO2 are involved in the given problem, so that's why we considered both of them. Here, in this given problem, calcium carbonate and calcium oxide are involved. CO2 is not at all involved here. No need to consider this one. Understood? That is very important thing in this type of stoichiometric calculations. Okay. This is as per equation. Now, as per problem, that is nothing but given data. Okay. So, to get 14 grams of quicklime, to get 14 grams of quicklime, how many grams of CaCO3 should be heated? Okay, so here what is the answer? Here we get, do the cross multiplication 100 into 14 by 56. So 14 4 times 400 25 times, so 25 gram. Okay, so to get 14 gram of quicklime, we need 25 gram of marble stone. But this is not the answer. Okay, that's why this model is so special and important. See here, if you observe here, they mentioned that 80% pure marble stone, not 100%. Okay, so that's why this is not the final answer. Okay, very, very important. Clear? Now, what we have to do next is that if 100% pure means if you take 100 grams of marble stone, 100 grams is calcium carbonate. 80% pure means if you take 100 gram sample, in that one only 80 grams is calcium carbonate, remaining 20% any impurities, whatever it may be, that is not our consideration. 80% pure means in a 100 gram sample only 80 grams is the calcium carbonate, remaining 20 grams whatever it may be the other impurity. Understood? That point is important here. So given sample is 80% pure. Since given sample or marble stone is 80% pure, 80% pure, so that is if you take 100 gram of sample, in that one just 80 grams of CaCO3 is present. If you take 100 grams of marble stone, only 80 gram is CaCO3. Okay, means to get 25 grams of CaCO3, how much we have to take? Okay, clear? So here we need 25 grams of CaCO3. Okay, if that is 100% pure, so 100 grams of CaCO3 we should take. Okay, but here that is not 100% pure, means 25 grams sample is not sufficient. Okay, 25 grams sample is not sufficient. So the answer will be again cross multiplication 100 into 25 by 80. Okay, 100 into 25 by 80. So after solving we get this one as 31.25 grams. Okay, means to get 14 grams of quicklime we have to take 31.25 grams of 80% pure marble stone. Okay, if that is 100% pure, 25 gram of marble stone is sufficient, but 80% pure, so that's why we have to take 31.25 grams. Okay, clear? That's why this is very, very important. Okay, this step is important. Okay, in 100 grams, just 80 grams is the calcium carbonate. So to get 25 grams of calcium carbonate, how many grams of sample we have to take? Okay, now let us see one more model problem. Chlorine is prepared in the laboratory by treating MnO2 with aqueous hydrochloric acid. According to the reaction, 4 moles of HCl plus MnO2 gives Cl2 plus MnCl2 plus 2H2O. How many grams of HCl will react with 5 gram of MnO2? See here, in this problem, the reaction is provided, the required reaction. Okay, let us write here 4 moles of HCl plus 1 mole of MnO2, they will give Cl2 plus MnCl2 plus 2H2O. Okay, so this is the given reaction. Now what they are asking is that how many grams of HCl will react with 5 gram of MnO2. So first of all, see, in every problem routine story, as per given equation, 4 moles, yes or no, 4 moles of HCl react with 1 mole of MnO2. So here what they asked is that how many grams of HCl will react with 5 gram of MnO2. So no need to consider about these products, no need, yes or no. Just in the given problem, what are the involved species? HCl and MnO2 only. Okay, so this is as per equation, this is nothing but 4 into 36.5 gram, that is equal to 146 gram. Okay, 1 mole of HCl is 36.5 grams, total 4 moles. And here this is 1 mole, that is nothing but 87 gram of MnO2. Now, as per the problem, okay, as per the given problem, how many grams of HCl will react with 5 gram of MnO2? Okay, with 5 gram of MnO2, how many grams of HCl will react? Okay, that is the given problem. Yes or no? So here, same story. Cross multiplication, 146 into 5 by 87. Okay, clear? So what they asked, how many grams of HCl will react with 5 gram of MnO2? According to the equation, 146 grams react with 87 grams. Okay, and 5 grams of MnO2 react with how many grams of HCl? Okay, so here 146 into 5 by 87, that is we get after simplification 8.39 grams. Okay, so with 5 grams of MnO2, 8.39 gram of HCl will react. Clear? So in this way we can solve the stoichiometric calculations which are related to mass calculations. Okay, so only one thing you should focus is that as per the equation how they are reacting, and as per the given problem what is the data provided, and then we get the answers easily. Okay, so in the next lecture we will discuss volume relationship problems. Thank you.